All right, everyone. Well, as you can see here, we have the Marvel Legends movie Venom figure. Yes, that is right. Hasbro has finally made a movie version of Venom. I'm not sure if there was some kind of rights issue between Sony and Hasbro and Disney or whatnot as to why they couldn't initially come out with this figure. But if I'm not mistaken, there isn't actually a movie Venom figure out on the market right now. So yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is the very first one, at least officially. So this one is part of the Venom Pool wave, but there is no Venom Pool builder figure. It doesn't show any of the other figures in the lines because technically you don't need this figure to complete Venom Pool, but it is in the movie style box art for Venom at least. Movie artwork on the side, Venom up top, Legalese at the bottom. But what do you say we go ahead and crack this open and see what's inside? Okay, and here we have Venom out of packaging. And this figure is massive. He's actually a lot further back on my review table than most figures normally would be. But yeah, this is such an awesome figure. I know this figure got a lot of flack for being in the wave or whatever. I think most Marvel Legend collectors don't really collect too many movie style figures. I know there are them, obviously, otherwise they wouldn't make them. But I know he was getting a lot of flack. But honestly, this figure's so awesome. But you know what? Before we get into them, let's get into the accessories. Because there is no builder figure pieces, he doesn't come with very many. He obviously comes with the head sculpt that is on him with the tongue out, and then he comes with another smiling face one, which I actually really like. It just has that menacing grin that he really did in the movie. So yes, and then aside from the two open hands, claw hands, whatever you want to call them, he also comes with two closed fists. But yeah, the veins are sculpted on here as well, along with the veins on the body. This one doesn't feel like it's raised too much, but it is raised for sure. Okay, and that is it for his accessories. So into the figure himself. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is an all new body sculpt for this figure. I don't think anybody shares this body. Yeah, I don't think so. But yes, so many sculpted on details. There are a lot of oh, there we go. There are a lot of sculpted details going on here, but not all of it is painted. There are some veins on here that got skipped. They just mainly focused up on here on his shoulder and chest area. There's that super long tongue. Paint apps on mine are pretty good. Obviously, this guy is just solid black with some white painted on the veins. His jawline is very nice. His teeth, I don't know if that was done on... yeah, I don't think the teeth were painted in too well on this figure. Not sure if they're all like that, or maybe he just has some broken teeth. It's a good looking figure. I'm not sure why he got so much hate. But yeah, what do you say we get into the articulation? So for his head, he can obviously... Oh, okay. Okay, so there is no dumbbell joint on this one. It is just a hinge. So that's, I guess, kind of good to note. That's probably why I didn't go back too far. So that's about as far as you can look up, look down. No real side to side. Full 360. No butterfly joints, but his arms can go out that much. Full 360 at the shoulders, upper bicep swivel, a very nice double jointed elbow, wrist swivels and hinges in and out. Okay, he has an upper bicep swivel, so it can go side to side, full 360 if need be. Lower ab crunch can go down that far, pretty far actually, and then can go back really far. No lower waist swivel. Let's see, he can do the splits, not too far, but pretty far for a big character. Can kick forward that far. Actually, can go up pretty far. kicked back a good amount too. Not too bad, but not bad. Okay, upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, no boot cuff swivel, and your typical Hasbro ankle rockers that can actually do a full 360. That's kind of crazy. All right, so yeah, paint apps on mine, like I said, are very nicely applied, but he is just an all black character. The veins were painted on very nicely. No real bleeding of the white onto the black that I can see yet. So yeah, it's a good looking figure. I actually really dig this figure. I'm actually really glad we got a movie Venom figure, so now I can display him next. This is honestly how, look at him. He just towers over this character. There we go. Right? Looks great. So, yep, that is about his size next to the Homecoming or Far From Home Spider-Man. Then we'll compare him next to the Build-A-Figure re-release Venom. They are actually about the same size. Mainly because he's just hunching over, so he kind of looks like he's shorter. So I guess that would be the reason. Yeah, it's just a tad bit shorter because he kind of hunch. Well, maybe if I... no, because then he just doesn't look right. So yeah, the movie Venom figure is just slightly taller, not by much. There you go. That's how tall he is. Not sure which one I prefer because they're just two different style figures. Obviously, this one is going to go in my movie display. This one in my comic display. All right. Then we'll compare them to the Carnage in this line. Once again, towers over this Carnage. Then we'll compare him to Phage. Let me get him to stand up. There we go. Yep. Then Morbius. He was the tallest figure in this line up until I started reviewing this figure. So there we go. Then just because we'll compare him next to the Retro Spider-Man that was just released. So yes. Okay, so there you have it. The movie Venom figure. And honestly, I highly recommend this guy. I know a lot of you guys you weren't too keen on this figure, but the sculpting on this figure is just amazing. There's just some like slight details you really can't pick up on camera that kind of gives it that movie look. I think it really nails the movie Venom look, in my personal opinion. But anyways, so if you guys are looking, I will have links in the description down below where you can pre-order or order depending on when you're watching this video. And so until the next time, guys, later.